Hey everyone, Sarah here with sewingpartsonline.com and welcome back to our beginner's guide to serging. In episode 2, we're going to learn about the essential tools you need and how to change your needle. Just important as knowing the parts of your serger is knowing the tools you'll need to be successful. First, and I cannot stress this enough, is choosing the right thread. You've got to use good quality thread like Madeira or Maxi-Lock. Don't let the thread cost kill your budget. You can save money by only matching the needle thread to your fabric because for most stitches, your looper threads are going to be hidden anyways, so just use whatever colors you want. You also need at least 4 spool holders. You'll need a tiny screwdriver, serger needles, tweezers, a needle threader, thread nippers, a tiny lint brush, and spool nets. Though not required, you may also find an extra thread holder helpful. Woolly nylon thread is also great to have, and a scrap catcher because these sergers make a huge mess. You may also find a needle inserter to be helpful. There are a lot of extra accessories that you can get for your serger like specialty feet, but right now these are the must-have essentials. Now let's learn how to change our needle. First, let's remove this presser foot so we can see better. Just like with the sewing machine, these needles have to be changed often, and having good quality needles is your first step to preventing stitch problems. So you want your needle in the highest position, grab your needle inserter. This thing is super helpful because the last thing we want is for our needle to fall inside our machine. So slide the needle inserter hole onto the bottom of your needle and carefully unscrew the B needle. You don't have to unscrew it a lot, just enough to loosen the tension so you can easily pull it out. So there's our first needle. We do the same to our second needle. Very easy. Now if you don't have a needle inserter, you can remove the needles by holding them in between your fingers. Just be very careful. I've dropped my needles into my machine doing it this way. Now let's put them back in. Start with the innermost needle, the A needle. The hole is tiny, so just bear with me as I try to insert it. I don't want to block your view. There we go. Make sure it goes all the way up and tighten the screw. Don't tighten it so hard you strip the screw, just enough so it's snug. Now the second needle is a little trickier. I find it's just easier to use my hand to insert the needle because the needles are so close together and the needle inserter is a little too big to fit in between the gap. Insert it up as far as it will go, and you can use the opposite side of the needle inserter to kind of help you hold it, and tighten the screw. You'll notice the A needle hangs lower than the B needle, and it's supposed to look like that. Now it's time to reinstall the presser foot, pop it back into place, tighten the screw, and you're good to go. If you have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. If you want to hang out with our sewing community, visit us online at sewingpartsonline.com, on Facebook at facebook.com/sewingpartsonline, Twitter at sewingparts, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram, we're everywhere, and be sure to subscribe by clicking that button below for next week's sewing video.